I'd like to introduce our honorable mayor. Jim Cason was elected mayor of the city of Coral Gables on April 12, 2011. He's a retired U.S. Foreign Service officer with more than 40 years of national and international public service, including extensive experience in Latin America as a leader of multi-agency embassy communities. Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Jim Cason will now present the Coral Gables State of the City Beautiful address.
Well, good morning, everyone. Darla, thank you for the introduction. I'm happy to see all those TV trucks out there. I guess they're really interested in the speech. Happy to be with you all this morning to present you with the State of the City address. This is my second year before you, and I'm truly honored for the opportunity. We've been through a lot together in the past couple of years. We have all struggled through the Great Recession and continue to make difficult decisions. For many of you, that meant restructuring, layoffs, and other tough decisions. The city understands because we too had to do it. When I took office, the state of our finances was truly troubling. A significant amount of progress has been made since then. The long-delayed work of reforming the pension system is taking place. So far, we have reduced our pension costs by more than $4 million annually. We have also implemented a cost-sharing provision for general and management employees in which they share half of any cost increases to the pension plan. The cost of liability claims was reduced from $4 million in 2009 to approximately $500,000 annually. Workers' compensation claims were reduced from $2 million annually 10 years ago to approximately $500,000 annually. We also reduced the number of city departments from 17 to 14. Since almost depleting its reserves in 2009, today general fund reserves are approximately $12 million. Not nearly enough to insulate us from future events, be they tropical hurricanes or economic tsunamis, but as you can see, we're on the right track. Because of the strategic decisions we've been making over the past couple of years, the city was able to pass its savings to residents in the form of lower property tax rates. The year before I took office, the millage rate was 6.072 per $1,000 of assessed property value. This commission reduced the rate to 5.869 last year, and this year we have preliminarily set the property tax rate even lower at 5.669. This marks the first time in more than 35 years that the city has reduced property tax revenues for 3 consecutive years. The city's full-time workforce remains at 791. As we pause and take a look back at where we were just 2 years ago, the progress is evident. We are in a constant state of improvement. Benjamin Franklin once said, "Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning." The work to build a better and financially stronger city is not achieved in months or even a few short years. Even as we dealt with our financial troubles, we never stopped thinking about the future. Looking forward to 2013, our journey to economic stability and sustainability continues. The choices we are making will dictate our tomorrow. In light of our new economy, the importance of working in partnerships is undisputable. Just this month, Forbes.com had a story discussing the importance of public-private partnerships in America's resurgence. Partnerships have far-reaching effects. They can be a catalyst for economic growth, they result in improved services and amenities for the public, and they can bring the community together. Take the 4th of July fireworks celebration. It had been 5 years since the city had been able to hold the popular event. I asked the city manager to look at bringing it back with the help of sponsors. And this year we did it. Fireworks once again lit the night skies over the Biltmore Hotel. But if it were not for corporate citizens like Bacardi and civic organizations like the Chamber of Commerce, this spectacular family event would not have been possible. Sponsors funded over 90% of the total cost of $105,000. Despite economic challenges, we must continue to invest in the community we know and love. For example, the Public Safety Headquarters has long needed repairs and improvements, and City Hall, an important historic landmark, requires significant restoration work. We will make these and other improvements to our public and recreational facilities happen. In addition, protecting our quality of life is a significant factor in every decision we make. Our residential neighborhoods are what make this city unique. We must find ways to address the unique needs of each neighborhood. Last year, I told you about a new initiative called Neighborhood Action Plans. Working with city staff, residents will be active players in shaping the future of their neighborhoods to outline their neighborhood values and priorities, and propose goals and objectives, which may include new community programs, traffic calming devices, additional green space, or other community improvements. For the purpose of the study, the city will be divided into 8 zones based on common interests and geography. A neighborhood action plan will be developed with each zone, along with strategies for achieving their objectives. The groundwork has been laid, and the development of the first 2 neighborhood action plans will begin shortly. Another significant program approved by the Commission in July of 2011 is the Neighborhood Renaissance Program, a 5-year plan investing in our neighborhoods. We have already seen some NRP plans, projects become reality, and others quickly become works in progress. Projects that have already been undertaken include several street and landscape beautification initiatives. Approximately 30 lane miles of city streets are being resurfaced. We are close to finishing phase 1 of the project, which covers the streets north of US 1. Some neighborhoods went from being pothole heaven to newly paved paradise. I think the results are impressive. Phase 2 of the project will be awarded soon and will include streets south of US 1 and those in the city's downtown. Newly paved streets will automatically improve the appearance of the downtown and help to increase property values in neighborhoods. The list of streets to be resurfaced is equivalent to what would normally be paved in approximately 10 years. It will eliminate the extensive backlog and allow the city to stay current with street resurfacing needs as they arise. So residents whose streets need resurfacing will not be placed on a waiting list for many years. Instead, their street will be repaved within a year. The city plans to soon award several traffic calming projects as well. In addition to resurfacing, Ponce de Leon Boulevard has experienced a big transformation this year. We have constructed medians and planted tall palm trees, keeping the design of the entire boulevard consistent. The final phase of the project will extend the streetscape project to Southwest 8th Street. The designing stage will be completed by 2014, and construction is scheduled to be complete in 2015. As you drive along Alhambra Circle in the downtown, you'll witness for yourself what has already been accomplished. Towering medjool and Bismarck palm trees line the median from Lejeune to Ponce de Leon. Soon, hedges, flowering ground cover, and irrigation will be added to the median, and lighting will be installed, making the palms look as beautiful at night as they look during the day. Have you seen the palm trees on Ponce by the university? UM graduates from years past may become nostalgic when driving through the area. The landscaping on the median has been restored to what was there more than 40 years ago. More than 350 Alexander palms adorn the main street leading into the university. Ground cover and irrigation will be installed in the next few months. The Commission recently approved the development of a neighborhood tree succession plan for residential areas with an existing street tree theme to replace stressed, dying, or missing trees, and a tree initiation plan for neighborhoods with no clearly defined street tree theme to celebrate a theme. We are out to bid on beautifying several street intersections, including Manatee Avenue and Hardy Road, Camposano Avenue, and University Drive, and San Amaro Court and San Amaro Drive. Lejeune Road is a major north-south corridor and the main entranceway to the city for people coming from the airport. Unfortunately, there is nothing to indicate that you have entered the city beautiful. With daily traffic volumes of 35 to 50,000 vehicles, we can't afford not to beautify this important corridor. So we will build 12 medians, plant trees, and add ground cover without reducing travel lanes. It has been discussed for far too long, but now we're going to make it happen. The city is currently out for bid on this project with a completion date in the middle of 2013. In addition to significant street improvements and beautification, the city has achieved several other milestones. There is a new trolley making the rounds. It was purchased entirely with funds from a federal grant under the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. 3 more trolleys are scheduled to come online in January, replacing our aging fleet. The route has been extended to Flagler Street, adding 1.25 miles and 7 new stops to the route. The extension provides passengers with complete access and connectivity to major transit lines in the north and south ends of the trolley route. As an added convenience, bike racks will soon be installed on all trolleys. We've also enhanced the gallery night experience with a gallery night trolley. It is a dedicated trolley that takes guests to the participating galleries. The program was selected by the National League of Cities to be featured in its City Showcase, a premier awards program that recognizes and celebrates city achievements. Our website was recently reinvented. It has an easier-to-use calendar of events, Spanish translation features, a larger photo gallery, and direct access from the homepage to most of the common points of interest. I'm not the only one who likes it. We just learned that 3CMA, the City County Communications and Marketing Association, has named Coral Gables the top Savvy Award winner for the best overall website design for cities with a population under 100,000. When I took office, many residents expressed the importance of having a DMV office in the city. An office located in the city had closed 2 years earlier. Restoring this service in our community means added convenience. So we made it happen. We facilitated the process to bring the Division of Motor Vehicles mobile units into the Coral Gables branch library where it currently operates. At garage number 3 on Palermo Street, just east of Salcedo Street, more than 300 LED fixtures were installed, replacing the old and energy-consuming lights. We also completed, with the help of our citizens, the restoration of the iconic Alhambra water tower. Even though we have accomplished a great deal, there are still many more important initiatives we are planning for the community. Additional street beautification projects are queued up. Soon to go to bid is a plan to landscape areas adjacent to the sidewalks along Ponce de Leon from Salamanca Avenue to Almeria Avenue. Shrubs in that area are in poor condition. Many of the palms are missing and the irrigation system has not worked for years. So new palm trees, new hedges, and a new irrigation system will enhance this business corridor. Andalusia Avenue from Lejeune Road to Hernando Street and Biltmore Way from Hernando to Anderson Road will undergo a transformation similar in look to Ponce to beautify the area and also enhance the adjacent businesses and residences. The western section of the project will emphasize the residential character of the area, while the eastern portion will emphasize the transition from a residential area to an entrance to downtown. This project is expected to be completed by 2016. Also planned are replacing missing and distressed trees at Country Club Prado, one of the most photographed streets in the city. Beautification at the Granada and Columbus circles on Coral Way is currently in the conceptual planning stage, as is improving the De Soto Fountain to evaluate what measures would be appropriate to improve traffic flow in this difficult traffic circle. Not only are we working on these street improvements, we are also enhancing several city parks. As you know, the city prides itself on its extensive park system. Many festivals and activities take place at Fred B. Hartnett Ponce Circle Park. In fact, in just 7 weeks, the second annual Burgerlicious will be held again at the park. It's a festival featuring some of the best burgers in South Florida. I know because I was honored to be one of the judges last year. I tasted 18 delicious burgers from our local restaurants and crowned one with the Best in Bun award. It's hard work, but somebody's got to do it. Improvements to the park will make it a much more functional venue. Conceptual planning for this project is now underway. We're developing 2 new neighborhood passive parks at 4650 Alhambra Circle and 5208 Maggiore Street. The land has been purchased, and the design for these parks will begin next year. And soon, a major landscape beautification project will begin at Ingraham Park, located at the intersection of Lejeune Road and West Ingraham Terrace. Trees will be added, along with ground cover and several amenities. The park will feature a beautiful fountain inspired by a fountain from the Alhambra in Spain. We will acquire and develop a site for a downtown civic plaza and garden. The creation of an open, public space makes the downtown more pedestrian-friendly, and it creates an inviting space for smaller public events, a place to relax and reflect. Our search for potential sites is focused on Miracle Mile and a few blocks north and south on Ponce de Leon Boulevard. In addition to parks, the city will focus its efforts on several important facilities that serve our citizens. Seniors are the fastest growing segment of our community, and soon will represent 25% of the population. They need a permanent place to gather, and we are currently evaluating potential sites to build a full-service senior and multi-purpose center. The William H. Kerdyke Biltmore Tennis Center will be getting a much-needed overhaul. Conceptual design has been approved, and we expect work to begin by next summer. Through an international call for artists, we have designed and constructed 2 new civic arc monuments in the 2 new large traffic circles on Segovia Street at Biltmore Way and Coral Way. The city was recently awarded a $40,000 grant from the prestigious National Endowment for the Arts to enhance this project, which, along with an in-kind donation from Fairchild Botanical Gardens, brings the total funding for this first major city-funded public art project embarked on since the days of George Merrick to $1,075,000. Many of the city's entranceways and fountains are in need of restoration. A design firm specializing in historic preservation has been selected for the job, and specifications for the work are currently being prepared. We will build new bike lanes. Miami-Dade County awarded the city a grant to create a bike and pedestrian master plan, and that master plan will determine how and where we spend city funds. And more of the city's decorative historic street lights will be installed, enhancing the elegance and character of our neighborhoods. Investing in parks, green spaces, a senior center, streets, sidewalks, medians, all of this makes our community much stronger. All around the city there are signs of progress. As the saying goes, if you build it, they will come. We witnessed the beautiful transformation that took place on the corner of Alhambra Circle and Lejeune. The 396 Alhambra building is the epitome of a luxurious office and retail mixed-use development. Rich woods, intricate metalwork, and imposing front doors have literally stopped traffic. People can't help but admire its entranceway. As impressive are the companies that have decided to lease, equally impressive are the companies that have decided to lease space there. HBO Latin America has added more jobs and expanded its operations. It is the largest lease signed in Coral Gables since 2011. The prominent law office of Richmond Greer relocated from downtown Miami to 396 Alhambra. The building is also home to Citibank, the global architectural firm of RTKL, the Spanish-based multinational internet company Teta Networks, and many more. Being located in Coral Gables adds value and further enhances the city's desirability as a significant international corporate hub. One of the nation's largest accounting firms, Cherry, Beckert & Holland, expanded from 8,000 square feet to almost 30,000 square feet. And Chopard Marketing went from 3,000 square feet to 20,000 square feet. The Cisneros group of companies has also expanded. And the multinational Pan American Life Insurance Group recently relocated its Latin American headquarters to Coral Gables. Dade Medical College also relocated to Coral Gables and is now looking for opportunities to expand within the city. There is another mixed-use development that is also turning heads. Located on the corner of Ponce de Leon and Catalonia Avenue, the CAT building is the first building in the city to install public art as part of the city's Art in Public Places program. 4 stainless steel birds weighing almost 2 tons each now grace the facade of this building. Among the companies that have relocated to the building is Zubi Advertising, one of the largest Hispanic agencies in the nation. On the corner of Ponce de Leon and Lejeune, a residential and mixed-use development is close to completion. And I'm happy to report that Epicure Gourmet Market and Cafe is very interested in the retail space on the ground floor, and negotiations are being finalized to bring them to the city. So how are we making it easier for business to flourish in the city? Last year when I stood before you, I told you about the implementation of a new business acceleration team. It was created to help small business owners through the permitting process with the purpose of retaining, attracting, and creating new jobs. Working with the Chamber, I'm happy to report, as you heard earlier, that in its brief existence, there has been a total job retention and creation impact of 313 jobs and a projected capital investment of almost $27 million. To date, 8,430 business license renewals were issued, and 589 new business licenses have been issued this year. In 2010, around this time, the vacancy rate on Miracle Mile was 11%. Last year, it went down to 7%, and this year, we are currently also at a vacancy rate of 7%, but there are several spaces in final lease negotiations which should lower the vacancy rate. I believe there is no better catalyst for the economic sustainability of our downtown than the implementation of the Miracle Mile Streetscape project. With the Commission's approval and the help of the Chamber and bid, we will make this project a reality by the end of 2014. In an effort to preserve one of the rare gems we have on Miracle Mile, the city will be restoring the Miracle Theater Marquee to its original look in 2013. Finally, our plans for this great city won't work unless it works for everyone, unless it strengthens every part of our city, and I believe it does. Our best days and greatest opportunities are emerging before us. We will move forward through uncertainty with unwavering determination to build a better tomorrow. I am very proud and privileged to have had the opportunity to work with the Chamber, the Commission, and city staff to ensure that the city remains the city beautiful for future generations. Thank you very much.